It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Up next, we're going to look at Patrick Mahomes. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards.
It's the Chiefs and the Chargers, and it's all up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. An early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now 3-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Right to the air is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Look at the big man rumble. Travis Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers coming out to take over, and it is Justin Herbert at quarterback CD, now in his 5th NFL campaign.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Herbert. That's to one of the new Charger wideouts, DJ Chark. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down from the 41. Here's second down and 8. Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
I like
in the
that.
circle.
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. The Chiefs had 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Mahomes now to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They run once more with Edwards. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Now it's Herbert. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
For the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And they run with Edwards off the option. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A swing pass here to Edwards. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Edwards is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. In motion, the tight end. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll send Brown in motion right. Shedding the tackle. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. First target, first catch, and a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes going to throw. The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's the pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Herbert now. That's caught right side by Palmer. Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They go with Edwards left side. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. They work now on 2nd and 9. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. And that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. To throw, it's Mahomes. Short throw, hauled in by Kelsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. And the first down.
Mahomes now to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Flushed out right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chiefs have regained the lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Here's Mahomes to throw. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And again, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This 2nd and 4. They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelce on the ground. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started out west in Las Vegas. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. Alexander Madison, the former Viking, a touchdown run. From there, we head down to the desert. Check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they have the lead over the visiting Washington Commanders. Zay Jones, a touchdown reception. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Bo Nix, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Hollywood with the first down grab. And that's something they like to see in the offense, but what they really want to see, his explosion. Ever since he's entered the league, he's been a long ball receiver, and the Chiefs hope that trend continues as they try to win their 3rd straight Lombardi Trophy come February. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes says, go long, Hollywood. I'll find you.
That's complete to Tony.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Mahomes to throw once more. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got Mason complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. Back to throw here, Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Shrugs him off. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. He'll start the drive here with Pacheco, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
And Pacheco furiously moves the chains, and that's something he did a lot of in 2023. The Rutgers product produced a first down on over 25% of his carries a season ago, and he continues to move the ball.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Pacheco. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. In motion, the tight end, Kelce. Mahomes now to throw. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The tight end in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. It's Gregg. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team,
Mahomes hit. He lost the football and picked up by the the Chargers, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Second and 9. Now it's Herbert. Shart's got it, left side. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 71 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Edwards. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard
Herbert.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Now here's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. More from L.A. in a moment. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense and Gus Edwards heading onto the field. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the handoff, Edwards, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is taken in by Hurst. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. 2nd down and 8. A give up the middle to Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This from 32 yards away.
A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right reads.